Hello everyone and welcome to 9 RIP. My headphones are not working for some reason. Like nothing's working for some reason. Took me a while to get my my microphone to work too. We'll see if this works if I actually get sound going now. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to start recording because my mic was not working and I'm like I need a new microphone. Anyway, we were in chapter 4 and Hibiki just became incredibly protective over her, but violent too. So I'm curious to know how this turns out in the main character's favor. What unfolded before me was a sight so terrifying I nearly forgot to breathe. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have sound now, so that's good. Hibiki grabbed the hand of the girl and bent it backward in an unnatural direction. Turned into a wraith. That's so gross.
今度同じことをしたら首を折ります。知っていますか？首が折れるときって。
Hibiki, you don't sound like a nice person anymore.
とってもいい振動が全身に響くんですよ。
I shivered instead of the girl. Hibiki let go and the girl ran away. Soon, a calm quiet returned to the area. Hibiki? I turned back to him. His expression looked...
ごめんなさい!
Oh my goodness. I swear he's got like 2 personalities. Huh?
かっこよく逃げてくださいって言っておきながらあなたを危険な目に遭わせてしまって。
Please calm down. It was my fault for tripping. I would have gotten away otherwise. And I made you come into contact with a ghost.
それはいいんです。それよりも僕があの子を解放しちゃったから。
Let her go. He did mention her turning into a wraith. Did that girl turn into a wraith? I'd met her before, but she seemed different when we first met.
最初に遭遇した時は完全には悪霊化していなかったんです。だから正気に戻るよう説得して。分かってくれたかなって判断して。だから解放したんです。でも手遅れだったみたいで。
I see. So her hatred toward Isao's Kigami has only grown stronger. If Yui heard about this, she'd be crushed.
解放するんじゃなかったです。その後であなたと遭遇するとは思ってもみなくて。本当にごめんなさい。
It's not your fault, Hibiki. If I hadn't been so clumsy, I would have been able to get away for sure. Actually, I'm just glad you came back for me. Thank you.
そんなお礼は言わないでください。僕のせいなのに。
He seemed unwilling to accept my thanks. Alright, from here on out is all Kureha's choices. So, I'm gonna say, it really isn't your fault, Hibiki. More than anything, I wanted him to stop blaming himself. It's not your fault, Hibiki. It really isn't. Despite my saying that, he still wore a gloomy expression on his face. I don't know what else to say to him. Please don't put all the blame on yourself. That makes me sad too.
ごめんなさい。あなたを悲しませるなんて。
With that, Hibiki tried to smile.
切り替えも大切ですよね。
I felt relieved to see his smile, and yet something felt off about it still. I wonder if he really changed his mindset. I tried to smile too. Yes, I'll be sure to change my thinking about this too. Actually, you know what? I think I'll try to become stronger too. I mean, I'll try to get better at being able to face down threats like that.
あなたは十分強いですよ。というか、強くなったと思います。
Yeah, you say that, but I literally just tripped over myself.
ほら、思い出してください。 最初僕と会った時のことを。
When we first met, I recalled falling in front of the mirror before I first met Hibiki.
あなたは僕を見るなり硬直しちゃってましたよね。恐怖を前にして。でもさっきのあなたはすぐに行動できていたじゃないですか。しかも悪霊を相手に。
After being told that, I realized I was indeed better able to handle myself now. I've never really been the athletic type, so it made sense that I tripped and fell anyway.
強くなれているでしょ。
I guess you're right. I guess I'm getting a little stronger. Yeah, if Hibiki hadn't mentioned it, I never would have noticed. In the classroom too, I learned a great deal thanks to him. I'll be careful not to fall next time. I want to become stronger.
それなら僕ももっと頼れる男になりたいです。
I think you're plenty dependable now. I was able to leave things in your hands earlier because I trusted you completely.
あれはすごく嬉しかったです。でもまだまだ。あなたが鏡の前に来て手伝ってほしいって言ってくれるくらいの男になりたいです。
You say stuff like that, and I'll end up relying on you sooner than you think.
本当ですか？絶対に来てくださいね。期待して待ってます。
He's oddly happy about it. Is this okay? I asked you this before, but is it really okay for you to interact with ghosts outside the mirror?
あ、それはいいんです。僕次第な部分なので。
I know. What's up with all that? He has his issues to work on. He's fine for now. What, does he turn, like, for lack of a better word, evilish? Cruel? Does he turn cruel with other ghosts? I don't know. It's like this other side came out of him. His own issues. What does that mean?
あなたのそばにいる時だけは強く荒れる気がするから大丈夫なんです。
I didn't quite get it, but if he insisted that was the way it was, I suppose it was alright. I safely returned to the first floor, and Hibiki watched over me until I entered the nurse's office. I set down my stuff and took a seat. I was a bit tired, but I felt the sense of satisfaction. Alright, I doubt it will be useful, but pulling out my smartphone from my bag, I checked the display. Looks like there's still some battery left. Glancing at the call logs, the last one was with my mom, as expected. I really should have talked to her again after getting back. I needed to find a way to explain things to her in a way she'd understand. I kinda doubt she will, though. She probably won't budge unless I say I've already found something I want to do. I let out a heavy sigh. Suddenly the door swung open and Kureha and Yui walked in. So did Hibiki walk her there and then go back to his mirror? He spent too long outside. Hey, you two.
あなたもね。
無事みたいだな。よかった。
あなたに報告があるのよ。七不思議の一つが判明したわ。
Wow, that's amazing. I've got something to share with you too. I was attacked. I shared with him what had happened back in the classroom. So this is that picture of the corpse flower.
なるほど。確かにお前の説明通り、4本だけ色づいて見える。
Sounds like Yui knows something about it.
指針になるものがあると便利だな。今までは名を聞くだけで実感というものがなかっただろ
う。Definitely, but seeing them get colored in one by one helps me feel like I'm getting closer to the goal. It's really motivating.
その息だ。あと3本。頑張ろ
う。Yes. Just a bit more. We've got this. Alright, let's get moving.
話の中にあった進路についてだが、この状況で向き合えそうか？
I plan on giving it some thought while I'm here.
そうか。もし話をしたかったら。いや、なんでもない。
What, are you gonna get all mopey? Was he offering to give me advice about it? Kureha was always so thoughtful. I was sure that was what he was about to do. Thanks, Kureha. I'll definitely come to you when I'm ready to talk.
あ、いつでも。
Also, Yui knows a name. Let's talk to her. His warm smile made me feel at ease. Now then, moving on. Yui, about that rumor you said you looked into.
そうね。
She's off in La La Land. She seems like she was lost in thought. Her expression turned serious all of a sudden.
私が聞いてきた七不思議は
In my class, there was a student who doodled on her desk with a pencil. Some called it graffiti. This rumor is about that. At this school, you shouldn't doodle on your desk, because doing so might attract a certain ghostly figure. Students call him the drawing boy. Sounds harmless, right? Almost cute. But I assure you, there's nothing cute about him. Imagine drawing on your desk and looking down. You see a strange drawing. You lean in closer. Was it really you that drew it? Somewhere on the desk it might say I'm lonely. Elsewhere it might ask, where are you? Or I want to see you. Then, a boy you've never seen before might have drawn it. The moment you notice it, it's over. The drawing boy reaches out and grabs you. I've missed you. That sounds really creepy.
そうして絵の中に連れて行かれるそうよ。
You're dragged into the drawing? I swallowed hard after hearing Yui tell the story. That's really scary.
また物に憑依する怪異か。
I know Kureha is even more scared than anyone. I realized I was probably as pale as Kureha right now, and yet, I wonder how Kureha's holding up after hearing that story. After seeing how he reacted in the library, I couldn't help but worry.
七不思議に会いに行くのだから、さすがにクレハさん同伴よね。
What's she giving him that look for? Well, about that.
ああ、もちろんだ。
He's like, you're not leaving me out. He seems like he really doesn't want to go. As much as I want him there, I feel guilty for pushing him. But who could take his place? Ah.
どうしたの？
No, it's nothing. Oh, you're gonna go ask him for help? He just said he wanted me to rely on him more. Maybe I could go ask him. Kureha was reliable and all, but I didn't want to burden him with too much either. Maybe I should go talk to Hibiki. You're gonna hurt his feelings. Kureha, can you come with me just part of the way?
ん？途中まで。
I know, you're gonna make him sad. You'll see when we get there. And Yui's making weird faces. I'm still suspicious of her. I paused while in the hallway with Kureha. Kureha, I want to ask Hibiki for help to meet the drawing boy. Is that alright? Kureha frowned and his brow furrowed with doubt.
響は鏡の外に出られないだろう。
Yes, about that. I hadn't mentioned Hibiki and the wraith when we discussed what happened in the classroom because Yui was there. I was worried that Yui might start asking questions about the identity of the wraith and blame herself for what happened. And so, after revealing the truth to Kureha, excluding the part about the attack, he looked quite taken aback. He offered to help me, even if it meant stepping out of the mirror.
お前、すごいな。魅力的な人間だとは思っていたが、こんなに早く響を外へ連れ出すとは。
No, it's Hibiki who's amazing, not me.
謙遜するな。お前に心惹かれるのは事実なんだ。
I can't help feeling Kureha always thinks too highly of me.
一つ聞くが、俺を気にして響と行くというわけではないな。
No? What makes you think that? I hoped you wouldn't bring this up, but I guess that was wishful thinking. I struggled to respond to Kureha's perceptive question. We'll say that's right. I didn't think I could hide things from Kureha, and besides, I don't really want to lie to him. Well, that's good, because one of the games that I'm playing is just non-stop miscommunication. It's so annoying. Just be straight with him. He was always so honest with me, and I wanted to respond in kind. Carefully choosing my words, I spoke. To be honest.
俺を思ってのことなんだろ。
How did you guess?
表情でわかる。お前はすぐ顔に出るからな。まあ顔に出ていなくてもわかる。お前は優しくて思いやりに溢れているからな。
That
心配してくれて嬉しく思うぞ。そういう気遣いに触れると心が温まる思いだ。
I wonder if Hibiki is the jealous type, because this would certainly make him jealous. Oh, stop it. Will you let me finish explaining, please?
すまない。お前のこととなると夢中になってしまうんだ。許せ。
Infatuated. His words took me by surprise, leaving me feeling rather taken aback. Aren't you upset?
どうしてそうなる？俺のことを思い考えてくれたんだ。嬉しい以外の感情はないじゃないか。
The way he says it makes it all sound so obvious. I was embarrassed just listening to him, but his words filled me with joy. Well, off to see Hibiki now. I'll head straight back to the nurse's office after.
あ、そうしてくれ。お前が気になって仕方ないからな。無事な姿を見せてくれよ。
Oh, he's actually letting her go ask Hibiki instead of insisting on going with her. I didn't expect that. Alright. Kureha accompanied me to the stairs, and as we parted, I realized just how warm my face was with blush. Oh, really? He wants you safely back. After she left, I headed back to the nurse's office. With Yui gone, I took a moment to relax.
俺を思ってのことだとはいえ、留守番は辛いな。
I know, I was expecting him to stand up and say, no, I'm going to go with you anyway. The drawing boy rumor apparently took place in one of the classrooms. I thought about joining them after a short break, but I wasn't sure which classroom the rumor was based, so I have to investigate. I wish I wasn't so cowardly. I tried many times to change, but I never seemed to be able to make any progress. I seriously hope this is the last time I lose out to Hibiki, but that's all really up to her. All I can do is hope. Aww.
別れの時まであとどれくらいか。
Well, I think it's sweet that he's not like forcing her to choose him. He's just letting her do what she wants and hope that she chooses him. My mind went blank as I pondered the words. Why was I worrying about being separated from her instead of focusing on returning to the mortal realm? I sighed again, gazing at the ceiling. I cherished this fleeting miracle and found myself hoping it wouldn't end. He's developing feelings for her. And Yui is going to say, stop it. Hibiki was already outside the mirror waiting for me, and I quickly started to explain the drawing boy rumor to him. He listened without showing any fear, which struck me as a bit odd. Why? Then I asked, so Hibiki, would you come with me and check this out?
いいんですか?
His stuttering was noticeable, but his reaction seemed mostly positive. Yes, I'm sure. Didn't I tell you I wanted to rely on you more?
それはそうなんですけど、期待もしてたし。でも、実際に頼られると信じられなくて。
Anyway, will you come help me to...
行くに決まってます。あなたとならどこまでも。
You're really committed, huh?
あ、嬉しくて言葉が暴走しちゃいました。
His little nervous laugh was cute.
その落書きくんについてなんですけど、話を聞いた限りでは机に落書きしたら寄ってくるんですよね。
That's the rumor. How about we head to a classroom and try it out?
そうですね。もしそれで寄ってこなかったら他の方法を考えてみましょうか。
We both nodded and headed up towards the second floor. I sat down at a desk in the classroom, nervously twirling my mechanical pencil. All that was left was to doodle on the desk. Something about this makes me feel weird and oddly scared. I saw Hibiki's hand on the desk and looked up.
大丈夫です。僕がついていますから。どんな怪異が来ようとも、あなたを守ります。
Hibiki. His reassuring smile calmed me down and I felt my composure return to me. Thanks, Hibiki. It sure is reassuring having you around. I returned his smile, looked at the desk, and began to draw. I chose to doodle an anime character I remembered from childhood. Is it Kyo? From Fruits Basket. I used to draw anime characters all the time in school too. I'm not very good at drawing, but I suppose anything will do, right?
それ、何ですか？
The anime character name Tonodamaru. It's from a show I used to watch when I was a kid.
へえ、猫が主人公なんですね。かわいい。
Actually, it's supposed to be a dog. Then why did you give it a square nose?
ごめんなさい。僕、世間知らずで。
Oh, and pointed ears. Pointed ears clearly says that it's a cat. It's okay. I know my drawings aren't the best, so don't worry about it. I tried to brush it off so Hibiki wouldn't feel bad. I just hope it counts as a doodle. Oh. That led me to think about drawing some of my favorite things, like sweets. I thought someone else was drawing it. Speaking of which, I haven't felt hungry at all since I got here. Maybe in this role, normal bodily functions didn't apply. I kept drawing. Uh-oh.
反応がありましたね。
I think it's interesting that stuff like this, I mean, it happens a lot, but they write it in English instead of like kanji or anything or something like that. But yeah, I noticed it in Cupid Parasite. A lot of the stuff to read was all in English. Like the news anchor was talking in English, and now they're writing here in English instead of kanji. Hibiki pointed excitedly. I wonder, well, so that makes me wonder if they not only translate. I thought in translations they only translated the dialogue, but maybe they translate bits and pieces of the game too, like this. I am lonely. Words appeared on the desk, making my heart race. Maybe there's more somewhere else on the desk. I looked around but found no other writing.
もしかしたら、他に人がいると出てこないかもですね。ほら、僕の時みたいに。
That could be.
それじゃあ、そばを離れて気配を消します。すぐ守れる距離にはいますので、安心してください。
Okay. Hibiki stepped back and seemed to disappear, leaving me alone in the classroom. I gotta keep going. I continued with my doodling and soon... Hey, when did this one appear? More writing began showing up. The more and more I noticed the writings, the more frequently they appeared. Whoa. That scared me. That's really creepy. It just says over and over again, I want to see you. Yeah, that was scared the heck out of me. Seeing so much writing startled me and I let out a small scream. Then it all vanished, quickly replaced by... Picture of a boy. That means... How do you know it's a boy? My heart pounded loudly.
お姉ちゃん
I looked up to see a boy standing across the desk staring at me. I nearly fell from my chair in shock. Seeing as Hibiki hadn't come to my rescue yet, I knew I had to keep going. It's okay, just calm down. I guess the boy wasn't a wraith. Having seen a couple before, I could tell by their aura something about them was different. And unlike the drawings, his face didn't look scary at all.
会いたい寂しいお母さん
The boy's voice was filled with sadness on the verge of tears.
お母さん帰りたいよ
His pained cries made me feel bad for him. It diminished my urge to ask him about the 7 wonders. What's the best way to approach this? I believe he's asking about the Seven Wonders. Yeah. So we're just going to directly ask him. I can't get distracted. I need to focus on the Seven Wonders. Are you one of the spirits that's one of the Seven Wonders of the school?
帰りたい帰りたいよ
I didn't think he was going to answer. His crying intensified. He's too upset to talk right now, but I knew I couldn't give up. I've been spirited away. I'm searching for the Seven Wonders to find my way home. Suddenly the boy stopped crying.
お姉ちゃんはお家に帰るんだね
His voice was softer, almost a whisper.
危ない。
Hibiki suddenly appeared and deflected something that was flying towards me. I was so startled that I fell off my chair. If it had it not been for Hibiki's intervention, one of the other chairs in the room would have slammed right into my head.
ずるいずるいずるいよ僕だって帰りたいのに
He's turned violent. His tantrum started causing objects in the room to levitate. Soon dozens of chairs hovered in the air threateningly.
僕がこの場を収めますので、あなたは逃げてください。
I can't run away now. It might scare the kid off for good. I stood up, steadying myself, and moved next to Hibiki. Hibiki, I'm sorry. I know it's dangerous, but I need to do this. I quickly apologized and bowed to the boy. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to say something to make you mad. He raised his gaze cautiously. Maybe we could talk for a little bit.
僕も帰りたいお母さんに会いたいよ
He burst into tears again, causing the chairs to drop all at once. Did you get separated from your mom?
僕連れて行かれてそれで
It's okay. You could take your time. The boy nodded and resumed his story, wiping the tears away from his eyes.
誰もいなくて一人ぼっちで閉じ込められて
多分この子は月神功にさらわれて屋敷の小部屋に幽閉されていたんだと思います。
I felt a sharp aching in my heart. This boy too was imprisoned by himself in one of the many rooms in that house. Was he murdered as a sacrifice too?
お部屋の壁に書いたのお母さん
He then pointed at the drawings on the desk.
そうしたら少し寂しくなくなったけどでもやっぱり会いたい
The rumor mentioned the drawings of a boy, and it turned out they were actually drawings of his mother. This shifted my perspective. You're quite the little artist. Hearing this, the boy's face lit up a little.
嬉しい褒めてもらえたのお姉ちゃんが初めて
The picture was of his mom, then the words, I'm lonely, I miss you, where are you? Perhaps the boy is still looking for his mom. In that case, I have a feeling your mother might be waiting for you, but not here. She's in a beautiful place filled with warm light. I spoke gently to the boy, hoping this would convince him to try and cross over.
それどこにあるの僕も行きたい
天井。いえ、天国で待っていると思います。だから、もうここに留まっていなくていいんです。ここへの思いはなくして、ただお母さんに会いたいって強く思えば、きっと会いに行けます。
The boy seemed to understand Hibiki's words and nodded with a hopeful smile.
教えてくれてありがとうお兄ちゃんお姉ちゃん
You're not gonna get his name? The boy was enveloped in light and then swiftly disappeared. The classroom felt eerily silent. I don't know what to say. I simply let the silence hang in quiet tribute to the boy. Please let him find his mom. Aww. I turned back to Hibiki, who was silently sobbing.
あんな風に純粋ならよかった。 恨むことなんて知らないくらいに。
I knew Hibiki still harbored a deep hatred for Isao Skigami. It was obvious even though he never said it. I wish I knew what to say. All I could do was gently pat and rub his back.
何して。
I think it's okay if I don't touch your skin directly.
そうなんですか。
All I could do for him was try to be there for him. It wouldn't be wise to ask for more details. After all, I had to return to the world of the living. I shouldn't get too involved. I felt frustrated, but knew it was for the best. What is it?
直接触れなくても温かいんだなって。
Hibiki smiled, seeming truly content. If I could even bring a bit of warmth to him, I was happy to do so. After returning to the hallway, we ran to Kureha.
無事に終わったみたいだな。
Kureha, did you come to check on us?
なあ、気になってしまってな。学校中の教室を見て回っていたんだ。
I'm really curious what they're going to do since they don't have his name. That's so sweet.
クレハさん、僕でもちゃんと彼女を守れましたよ。
ああ、そのようだな。以前よりたくましくなったように思う。頑張ったな、響。
そうですか。嬉しいな。
Hibiki is so cute. He just lives for praise. It's so adorable. It's heartwarming to watch these two. From here, they looked like brothers. Oh, that's right. I cautiously took the printout from my pocket. I got caught up in our conversation and forgot to ask the boy his name. I know, right? I peeked down at this sheet and... Well, at least it worked, right? Oh, thank goodness. Look, another flower's been colored in, even though we didn't get his name.
あ、そっか。名前。ごめんなさい。すっかり忘れていました。
It's okay, I did too.
色がついたのは良かったが、名前をもらわなかったというのは。
Alright. I told Kureha about everything that happened with the drawing boy. He crossed over.
その子供なら何度か遊んだことがある。
And see, you were scared of him. Really?
自分の死について聞いて回っている時知り合ったんだ。見かけるたび泣いていてな。少しでも寂しさが紛れればと思い、かくれんぼやしりとりをしていたが、あの子供も七不思議の怪異だったとは思ってもみなかった。
That child.
成仏できたようで何よりだ。
最後、笑っていきましたよ。幸せそうでした。
Kureha and Hibiki too. Two of them were unable to cross over, chained to this realm by lingering regrets. They're helping me so much, but I haven't done anything for them. There was a clear line separating us, but I knew it was a line I shouldn't cross. I should at least try to cheer them up while I'm here.
しかしこれで残すところあと2つか。意外と早かったな。
All thanks to your help. Hibiki, what's wrong?
あ、この空間がうつしおに戻った時のことを考えてしまって。
Yeah, both of them don't want her to leave.
あなたから僕が見えなくなったら寂しいです。
Maybe
せ
she'll
っかくこうして話せる人と出会えたのに。
maybe she'll still be able to see you in the mirror. She was able to sense Kureha, right?
響の言う通りではあるが、会えなくなるわけじゃない。これまで通り見守っている。
Alright. Hibiki, Kureha, I'll never forget you two. I promise I'll never forget you. I'll always remember everyone I met here and everything that's happened.
それは嬉しいな。お前の記憶に残ると思えば 今ある心の温かさも残る気がする。
I feel the same.
なあ、時々でいいから俺の名を呼んでくれないか。お前に呼ばれると優しい気持ちになるんだ。
Oh, really? Just calling his name, but even so, it feels special somehow. I will definitely call your name.
ありがとう。楽しみにしているぞ。
It's so sad that I'm the only one who won't be able to see them anymore. If only I could have some way to remember them. Oh. Maybe with everyone, I know, but...
なあ、一度保健室に戻らないか。休んだ方がいいだろう。
Hey, where was she going with that thought? I wonder if she was thinking about staying in the hidden realm. Please wait. I swiftly took out my smartphone to show them what I was thinking. If you'd like, can we take a photo so I can always remember you two? Oh, okay, a photo. I guess that makes sense too.
それは構わないが、映るとは限らないぞ。
Oh, right.
でも、この世界なら、もしかしたら映るかもじゃないですか？いつもとは違う、あやふやな世界だから。
He's like, let's do it.
言われてみれば確かに。試してみるか。
Yeah, it couldn't hurt to try. I turned on the camera and the two of them bunched up on either side of me. Oh, that's such a cute picture. Look right at the screen. Oh, and don't forget to smile.
任せてください。笑みを浮かべるのは得意です。
すごいな。画面にしっかり映ってるぞ。いつも生徒たちが持っているスマホに収められる時が来るとは。
I like the music to this.
僕もびっくりです。死んだ後でも何があるかわからないですね。
That's cute. It's got the little camera stuff on the side too.
まったくだ。このような体験、普通の幽霊にはできないだろうな。
Their conversation sounded so mundane to them, yet so unique to my ears. I couldn't help but laugh. Alright, here we go. I knew I'd never forget this.
記念すべき瞬間だな。
The whole thing felt like a miracle.
なんだか不思議です。嬉しいな。
All thanks to this bizarre twist of fate. And every time I looked at this photo, I would remember. Sounds like they're saying goodbye, but they still have one more chapter before Kureha's route. I then returned to the nurse's office. Yui and I were there alone.
眠らなくて平気なの？聖夜さんが言っていたわよ。今のあなたは眠るのが一番の休息だって。
I think a little rest will be enough. If I fell asleep, I felt I would wake up even more emotionally drained.
あまり無理をしてはダメよ。休息はきちんととってね。
In that case, perhaps I'll go for a little walk. It'll help me clear my head, you know?
確かにそれも必要ね。気をつけていってらっしゃい。
Right, I will. You didn't get Kureha's perspective, no. Okay, we're gonna go to the library with Kureha. Let's see. And then there's two more choices. Oh. There's a save choice in this one. Okay, we're gonna go to the library. Maybe I can go read in the library. I glanced at the bookshelves and noticed someone enter the library. Quickly, I ducked behind a shelf. I really hope whatever it is isn't dangerous. Peeking through the books, I saw that it was Kureha. Kureha!
なんだ、いたのか。 気配がなかったから驚いたぞ。
He's sneaky. It kind of makes me happy, actually. I guess that means I'm able to hide pretty well now.
今のお前からすると褒め言葉だったか。うまく気配を消せていたぞ。
I'll have to make sure to do that from now on. Alright, I came here just to clear my head, but would you care to join me for a little chat, Kureha?
お前からの誘いはいつだって大歓迎だ。誘ってくれてありがとうな。
Pleasure's all mine. It's nice to spend time with Kureha like this, so what should we chat about? So, I think that I can go through all of these because when you go to Hibiki, then I believe you're talking to Hibiki when you do these, so it's going to be different, right? So, the correct answer is likes, but we're going to go through all of them real quick. Okay. Well, never mind then.
いるぞ。一緒に映画を見に行ったりする仲だ。
But I guess since we've already looked at all of these the first time, we're just going to go straight to likes. Kureha, is there anything you like, you know, something that gets you really excited? I guess we've already seen this one too.
芝居だな。芝居見物もだが、自分でもやってみたいと思った時期があった。
Oh, theater, huh? Kureha, the actor. And we're going to imagine him in a Hitman show. Let's say you appeared in a movie. What kind of role would you like to play?
この間見た映画で、秘密の組織のヒットマンが主人公のものがあってな。ああいうのを演じてみたい。
A hitman of a secret organization. Ha 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 ha. How did they manage to chase me this far? You, how did you find me?
お前に恨みはないが、組織の命令でな。悪いが、消えてもらう。
Wait. That outfit would make him stand out too much. Besides, the time period is all off.
来世があるのなら、役者をやってみたいものだ。
Reincarnated, huh? In that case, I hope we can meet up.
そうだな。お前のいる人生を歩んでみたいものだ。
Oh, this was the one that I was interested in the most in too. I'm like, oh really? You want to live a life with her? A life with Kureha. Yeah, that does sound interesting. After relaxing for a bit, I returned to the nurse's office where you greeted me.
ねえ、少し顔色が悪いようだけど大丈夫？
Not really. I feel fine. Suddenly, dizziness overcame me and I dropped to my knees.
やだ、大変。
Oh, sorry. Why am I feeling so dizzy?
立ち上がれそう？
I feel really weak right now.
ああ、大変だわ。ベッドに運んであげたいけれど、どうしたら？
Yui grew increasingly flustered just as someone else entered the room.
どうしたんだ？
よかった。いいところへ来てくれたわ。彼女が倒れてしまって、どう運べばいいのかわからなくて。
俺が運ぶ。
He'll do it. Kureha knelt beside me, carefully lifting me up, making sure not to touch my skin directly. I'm sorry, I have no idea why I got so dizzy. I don't have a headache or anything.
あまり眠っていないせいじゃないか。無理をせずに少し寝ておけ。いいな。
Yeah. Better not mention I'm scared of nightmares. He tucked me into bed and Yui gently laid a blanket over me. Thanks, both of you. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
いいのよ、そんなこと。それよりも眠ってちょうだい。眠くないのなら目をつぶって休んでいて。
とにかく体を休めてくれ。何かあれば声をかけるんだぞ。
Yes, thank you, and good night. I saw them both smile as they went to draw the curtains. I closed my eyes, following their advice. I could just make out their whispers in the background. I need to be even stronger. I can't let these dreams scare me. I took a deep breath, trying to relax, and suddenly sleep washed over me. I really hope I don't have any nightmares. I'm like, that took a long time to skip. My eyes fluttered open to the same ceiling I saw before drifting off. Oh? I must have been really tired because I didn't remember even dreaming. I guess it's for the best I was able to get some sleep. Maybe you are dreaming. I slowly sat up and ran my fingers through my hair. I feel so much better now. I must really have been at my limit. With these thoughts in mind, I got out of bed and opened the curtains.
起きたか。気分はどうだ？
Much better, thank you. Sorry about earlier.
うん。顔色も良くなったみたいね。よかったわ。
Their relieved smiles made me feel simultaneously guilty and grateful. Alright, we're close to the end now, so I just need to keep going. I want to continue my search for the remaining 7 wonders, so... I glanced at Yui. Yui, would you mind coming with me this time?
私で役に立てるのなら喜んでいくわ。
また俺の出番はなしか。
Poor Kureha, he lost out to Yui this time. Poor guy. Like, I want to go. I'm sorry, Kureha, but I'm afraid it can't be helped. The location of this next wonder is in the girls' restroom. Well, that makes more sense. Though it probably didn't matter for a ghost, I figured it would be best if he stayed here this time.
なるほど。それなら遠慮しておいた方が良さそうだ。
I know, even if he is a ghost, he'll probably still get embarrassed being in there. I was relieved that Kureha understood my hesitation in him coming along.
女子トイレというと、トイレの花子さんね。行く前に話を聞かせてくれるかしら。
Sure. I sat down next to the two of them and began recounting the story I'd heard from Sayaka. Hanako of the Toilet is a well-known story nationwide, so you might have heard of it. For instance, if you knock on the stall door, the door opens and you'll get dragged inside the toilet. Or if you invite her to play, she suggests a dangerous game that ends in your death. Those are the typical versions. With the Hanako at this school, she's a bit unique. She won't leave her stall and always keeps the door locked, causing constant congestion in the girls' restroom. Among the 7 wonders, she's been a bit of a nuisance. No one dares disturb her, because if you do, it's said that she'll rush from the stall and stab you with a kitchen knife. Looking over the stall, you can get your eyes gouged out. Oh my goodness. Forcing the door open could cause your arm to get cut off, so... Out of the abundance of caution, the door stays locked and no one dares touch it. That's how the story goes. Jeez, she's a bit creepy, isn't she? Also, I thought the boy was supposed to draw you into the drawing. This was supposed to draw you into the toilet, but they don't. They just come out and talk. I was expecting her to go to, like, Pictionary Land or something.
包丁ならば刀で応戦できるな。持っていくか。
No, thank you. What would she do with a sword? Apparently, Kureha wasn't afraid of humanoid spirits.
話し合いで済ませましょう。
Agreed.
女性2人、獲物も持たずに行くのか。
It doesn't sit well with his manly pride.
彼女のことは好みを呈して守るわ。
You
だ
can,
から留守番していなさい。
you can stand guard outside the restroom, right? Kureha can seem aggressive, but Yui's also willing to protect me. Is he aggressive? He doesn't seem aggressive at all. I instinctively checked for the Khalifa petals in my pocket wrapped in a handkerchief. If something happens, this might come in handy. Either way, I should be ready for anything. Kureha will be fine.
信用していないわけじゃないが、念のため外で待機している。何かあればすぐに飛び込んでいくからな。
There you go. Exactly what I suggested. He lightly patted my shoulder. That's reassuring, and I do appreciate it, but...
失礼しちゃうわ。食堂では私の意志でああしていたけれど、本来の私はとても強いのよ。
Oh, don't go get offended. It's a man's job to protect women. Give him his pride.
わかっている。だから気を静めてくれ。
Anyway, we should get going.
ええ、そうね。張り切っていくわよ。さ、ついていらっしゃい。
Yui seems pretty gung-ho about this. I hope she manages to stay calm. We enter the girls' restroom and approach the locked stall.
聞きそびれていたけれど、いつも怪異にはあなたから？
Yeah, so please just keep an eye on me for the time being. Yui nodded and took one step back. At the same time, I took one step towards the door. According to the rumor, forcing the door open is a bad idea, so... Hanako, can we talk? Did I just hear a voice? You don't have to come out, but will you at least listen to me? Her clear voice echoed from behind the door, shaking as she spoke. She's scared. Sacrificed. Does she not know she's dead? I glanced back to Yui, who had crept up right next to me. What should I do if Yui apologizes to her now?
ごめん。
I quickly placed my hand on Yui's shoulder. This isn't the right approach now. I shook my head and Yui silently nodded in response. Thank you. I bowed slightly in gratitude, then turned back to the door. I won't open the door, so don't worry. That place belongs only to you, okay? No response. Are you listening? What should I do? Should I keep talking? Okay, so this is a save. This is the first to save of the common route, which I guess will lead to a bad ending if you keep talking to her. So we're going to knock on the... Actually, no, sorry. If you knock on the door, it goes to the bad ending, probably. We're going to keep talking to her. I carefully chose my words to avoid upsetting Hanako. I won't open the door. I just appreciate it if you would listen to me. I shouldn't just abruptly ask if she's one of the Seven Wonders. Recalling my interactions with the drawing boy, I tried my best to be sympathetic towards her. They hurt, not just your body, but your heart too, huh? I glanced at Yui, who was staring down at the floor. I wonder if perhaps it was a mistake to bring Yui along with me. But I also knew that there would come a time when Yui would want to speak with Hanako too. I should try speaking in a way that helps both Hanako and Yui. You might be scared of talking to others, but you're not in that mansion anymore. Nobody's here is going to hurt you. You don't need to be afraid. Everyone here now is very kind. I looked over at Yui. I'm sure there are people who will sympathize with you and offer kind words. Yui raised her gaze and our eyes met. Isn't that right? I whispered to Yui, who nodded in return.
あなたが寂しくないよう、これから毎日訪ねてきます。心の安らぎになれるように。
Didn't respond, but I thought I heard a giggle. Then after a short pause... Finally, a faint response came through the stall door.
本当はここを出たい。弟に会いたいから、あの子が好きなものをやっと手に入れられて。でも私、さらわれた時に落としてしまったみたいなの。
何を落としたのですか？
キャラメル。うちではあまり手に入らないものだから。
Oh, I'll bring one for you.
本当に？
It might take a little time, but I'll bring it here.
ありがとう。とても嬉しい。ずっとそれが心残りだった。
Her voice was tearful. Sound came from the private booth that Hanako was in, and the door slowly opened, followed by tiny particles dancing light.
きっと備えてね。弟と楽しみに待ってるわ。
Well, that was easy. I thought we'd have to go look for caramel candy and bring it to her. The specks of light slowly scattered and faded into the cold air. Does this mean she crossed over?
ええ、そうだと思う。
Yui sighed, placing her hand on my shoulder.
あなたのおかげよ。貴重な場に立ち会わせてくれて、心から感謝している。本当に、ありがとう。
I've never seen Yui give me such a bright smile before. I'm so glad I was able to help. The pleasure's all mine. I couldn't have done it without you.
謝るだけがいいのではないのね。あなたのおかげで学べたわ。
I'm just glad I was able to help, Yui.
ねえ、そのゆいさんって呼び方だけれど、あなたは私より年上なのだし、もっと砕けていいのよ。敬語もいらないわ。
You're younger than me.
ええ、14で死んだから、高校生であるあなたの方が年上よ。
I have 14-year-olds in high school. Does high school not start at 9th grade? I guess that's true, but if life's a matter of experience, she's much older than me. It feels strange speaking casually with her.
いいこと。今度、敬語を使ったら許さないわよ。
You must do it. In that case, I'll try to be more casual from now on, Yui. Sound good, buddy?
そうしてちょうだい。
That's funny, they translated it, buddy. I think I heard her say Yui-san. Is that what she was calling her? Maybe she switched to Yui-chan. I guess it's kind of nice to be on friendlier terms with her. After all, I did feel closer to her, and spending time together with her made me happy. We stepped into the hallway where Kureha greeted us. We have a leather flower. I quickly checked the printout to find the 6th corpse flower colored in. Yui, brimming with excitement, dashed off to find the last of the 7 wonders. Kureha suggested I get some rest, and so the two of us headed back to the nurse's office.
あと一つ。次で最後だな。
It all flew by so fast. Actually, I have no way of knowing how long I've been here. Soon I'd be returning to the mortal realm, and that meant I'd have to say goodbye. I thought of Hanako and the drawing boy. I wish I could help the others cross over like they did. Perhaps because I had seen those two cross over, I started to think this way.
なあ、一つ聞きたいんだが、進路については、あれからどうだ？
That thing. You mean my career path survey? I haven't given it much thought. I think I need some more time to figure it out. Instead of more time to think, what I really need is strength. Strength to face the challenges ahead.
何を言っている？今のお前と帰ってからのお前と何が変わる？
I'm only strong here because everyone's cheering me on.
そうは言うが、途中から一人で出歩くようになっただろう。自分だけの時でも強くあれるようにと。
Oh. He's right. That is what I wanted.
そんなお前だからこそ、うつしおでも逃げずに立ち向かえる。
You say it so matter-of-factly.
当たり前だ。わずかな時間ではあるが、お前を見てきているからな。
Is that so?
お、やっと笑ってくれたな。お前にはそうやって笑っていてほしい。いつまでもな。
Yes, I'll try. Thank you, Kureha. I wanted to run, but I knew I couldn't. I'd encountered many situations like that here. But standing up to those challenges helped me realize something. As long as you face the challenges ahead, you can find a light, even in a world of darkness. Perhaps that's what this god is trying to teach me all along. I certainly hope that was the case. Just like Kureha believes in me, I have to believe in myself. Is this going to be the first non-cliffhanger? Oh my goodness. It left off on a good note. Well, that was a nice, calm, peaceful episode, I guess. Only a couple of little creepy parts, but nothing too scary and nothing that required needing protection from the other two. I'll be honest, I'll be glad once we get through finding the seven wonders because I'm ready to get into the love interest part of this route whenever they start becoming closer together. There's not too many choices in chapter 5, but it could still be long. It doesn't choices don't really mean anything. Yeah, if this is supposed to be the scariest route, I am looking forward to it getting a little bit creepier, but we'll see how that goes. Hibiki mutilating an arm was pretty scary. And we probably won't know what his deal is until his roots, so. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.